Hey guys, my name's Mel. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are jumping in straight to this video, the idea behind this and the other videos that I've uploaded today, for anyone whose children are at home, whatever the reason might be, they are also trying to work from home and their children aren't getting the learning they normally would, and also they're just feeling a bit at a loss for how to engage and entertain and also teach them. So I am an early childhood educator and primary school teacher. I thought that I would put together a few different videos giving you some suggestions of different things that you could do with your kids or that your kids could do independently so that they can continue to learn and to grow, and also hopefully so that you can get a little bit of time to actually work. So I want to talk to you about STEM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. So STEM is basically a bunch of different activities and lessons that aim to teach children about science, maths, engineering, and what was the last one I said? Technology, all in that activity. There are so many different STEM activities that you can do with children, or again set them up to do themselves, and they are great because they range from really young children all the way up to grade 6, and I have no doubt beyond. So examples of these sorts of things are Lego. Lego is a fantastic STEM activity because there is all of those different technology, maths, science, engineering involved. Building, they create so many different things. They have to think about how to place things one on the other, how they stick together, making sure that it's stable. You can get them to build pretty much anything, and it's really engaging their imagination, so there's not a lot that you need to do bar giving them the Lego. Duplo is a bigger version of Lego, I'm sure you all know that, and it's the same kind of idea. Some other really great options for STEM include encouraging your children to do box work. Box work is basically getting all the random spare boxes that you have around the house and building something with it. So they could build anything with it. A robot, a train, a bunch of mountains, a city, an underground cavern network, the Death Star. Whatever it is that you think they'd be interested in, or they are, or you're interested in, you can build with them or encourage them to build. Definitely something that's really a fantastic thing, and it can really be adapted to depend on the age group. So if you have very young children, you could make suggestions about they could build the city, or they could build the house, or they can build a castle. And then when you have older children, you can encourage them to think about things like city planning. So if they're building a city, they have to think about the traffic lights, traffic flow, where the schools are, how the public transport system works, where the shops are going to be, how big the roads need to be if they're next to shops versus residential areas, where would the parks be, is there a river nearby, do they live on a harbour, how does that affect the public transport and movement of people around the city, are people able to walk, are there bike paths, all of that sort of thing. So encourage them to do a lot of that planning, and that is a really great way to involve them in really high order thinking about how things work and how things are constructed and the flow-on effect of things like traffic and placement of schools and placement of shopping districts. There are some really great apps and websites that you can use for this sort of thing as well. Google city planning apps for kids and that sort of thing. There will be heaps that you can look up. Also, there are lots of different design your own house sort of apps which are really fun for kids to use, so I definitely recommend that you Google those things as well. I have a bunch of laminated cards with pictures like this: the Colosseum in Rome, Sydney Harbour Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, Tower Bridge in London, the Eiffel Tower. I've used these in pre-kinder classes all the way up to grade 6. And what I use these for is to challenge the children to recreate these landmarks using blocks or Lego or Duplo or boxes, Play-Doh, all those sorts of different building things that they have in classrooms and that you would have at home to build those landmarks. This is a really fun activity that children will really enjoy, and again, this is in that science, technology, engineering and mathematics, broader, higher order thinking. That is really, really fun and really fantastic to help children to learn and to develop. Hang on, because another video's right here.